you saved $10,000 just to stay broke slower. Look, most people think money works like this. You earn it, you save it, you're good. But that's where things quietly go wrong. Because at first, saving feels amazing. You move money into your savings every paycheck. $100, $200, maybe more. And it feels like you're winning at life. Then one day, you check your account, $10,000 sitting there, safe, untouched, and basically doing nothing. Your bank probably gave you less interest than a vending machine gives joy. And that's the moment everything shifts. Because you start asking, wait, why isn't this growing? Here's the part nobody really explains clearly. Saving money is not the same job as growing money. Saving protects you. Investing grows you. Two completely different systems. Your savings account is like a parking lot. Your money just sits there. Investing is more like putting your money to work, over time, building on itself. This is where something called compounding kicks in. Compound interest. It's simple, but powerful in a way most people underestimate. Money earns money. Then that money earns money too, and it keeps stacking. Now, here's a simple comparison most people never think about. If you leave $10,000 in savings for years, it barely moves. But invested properly over time, it can multiply in a completely different way. Same money, different outcome. Here's why most people never start. Fear. That's it. Savings feels safe. Investing feels like stepping into chaos because prices go up and down. Some days you're winning. Some days it feels like everything is falling apart. And then the news makes it worse. But here's the mistake most beginners make. They think investing means risking everything. It doesn't. This smart approach is slower, more controlled. First step, build an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of expenses. This is your life doesn't surprise me buffer. Car breaks? You're fine. Job changes? Still fine. That money stays untouched, not for investing, not for growth, only protection. Then comes the real shift. You split your money into 2 categories, safety money and growth money. Once you see that clearly, everything feels less stressful.
Now here's another misconception. You don't need a lot of money to start investing. Even small amounts matter. $50, $100. It's not about getting rich fast. It's about building identity. Because consistency beats timing every single time. Now avoid the trap most beginners fall into. Chasing quick wins, crypto hype, day trading, random hot stocks. That's where most people get burned. Many long-term investors use something simple. Index fund. It spreads your money across many companies at once. Less risk, less stress, more stability over time. Even long-term investors like Warren Buffett have pointed towards simple, long-term investing for most people. Now, here's the part nobody likes hearing. The best strategy is boring. No excitement, no drama, just repetition. You invest every month, then you do it again and again for years. That's it. That's the secret. Because wealth doesn't usually come from one big moment. It comes from time doing its job. Now, yes, markets drop. That's normal. But long-term investors understand something most beginners don't. Drops aren't disasters. They're discounts. And patience turns those moments into advantage. So here's the simple system. Build your emergency fund. Separate safety and growth money. Start small, keep it simple, stay consistent, and stay patient. Because saving money gives you stability, but investing money builds freedom. And at some point, your money stops being something you work for and starts working for you. So now I'm curious, are you still only saving, or have you actually started letting your money grow? Here's what most people miss. Investing isn't about predicting the perfect moment. It's about being in the market long enough for time to do the heavy lifting. Most people lose because they wait for certainty that never comes. The truth is, nobody feels ready at the start. They just start small and stay consistent anyway. And over time, small amounts become something meaningful, not because of luck, but because of repetition. That's why the boring strategy wins. It removes emotion from decisions and replaces it with structure. If you zoom out far enough, volatility looks normal. It's only scary when you're zoomed in too close. So the real skill is staying zoomed out. That's what long-term investors train themselves to do. Not react emotionally, just follow the plan, even when it feels uncomfortable, especially when it feels uncomfortable, because that's usually where growth happens. So if you're thinking about starting, start simple. Don't wait for perfect timing. There isn't any. Just begin and adjust along the way.
Because the earlier you start, the more time does for you. And time is the one thing you can't buy back. So the goal isn't to be perfect, it's to stay in the game long enough to win it. And most people never lose in one moment. They lose because they stop playing. Don't be one of them.
If this helped you in any way, you might enjoy more videos like this. You can subscribe if you want to see more simple ideas about money and growth. Feel free to like the video if you found it useful, and you can leave a comment. I read them all.